Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. In this video, we're going to look at 4 of the more common AI chatbots. I'll show you where to find them, how to get started using them, and we'll explore the user interface. This video is intended for those of you who are new to AI, or maybe you're not sure which of these tools you might want to delve into. So let's not waste any time and jump to the lab and start playing around. Welcome to the lab. Let's get started with our first tool, ChatGPT by OpenAI. Once you've created your account and logged in, you will be greeted with this window. We will do most of our interaction with this text box in the middle here. This is where we ask questions, issue instructions, or upload documents. Once you enter your first statement, you start your chat. We can continue this conversation by entering more questions or statements. For example, what is the date today? And if we scroll up, you'll see that we are in the same conversation. A couple of other options you have here. You can upload files with the plus icon. You can turn on reasoning mode, which slows down the model. And you can turn on a canvas, which is great for collaborating on written projects and code. And we'll look at these 2 options in a later video. I do want to highlight that you don't need to type in a text box. You can also dictate, so using speech to text. For example, what is the date tomorrow? And we can follow the conversation. You can also turn on voice mode. This is ChatGPT's live voice conversation. For example, let's see what the date will be a week from now. What is the date 1 week from now?
1 week from now will be April 25th, 2025.
There we go. Any questions you ask in that voice mode will also be copied and included, an answer included here, so you don't have to take notes. Everything will be in this chat. If you want to share this conversation, you can simply click the share button and share a link with someone, and this will share this entire chat. You can also simply copy paste a specific response, or you can simply click this button down here and it'll copy the chat as well. Many different ways of exporting content from ChatGPT to other documents if you choose to do so. You can also select different models. Now in our free plan, you will only have the ability to use ChatGPT's basic models. If you upgrade to the Plus plan, you will have access to more models. And again, we'll look at those in more detail. For your basic needs, just the simple ChatGPT model is perfectly fine. ChatGPT has another option, and this is called GPTs or Explore GPTs. And these are custom versions of ChatGPT people have designed that are specifically set up to tackle everything from math problems to resumes. And we'll look at these in a future video, including how to create your own. You can also customize the model by clicking on your name in the right and going to Settings, and then Personalization and Custom Instructions. Here you can tell the model how it should address you and any other information about your work or the kinds of responses you prefer to get. If you click on the Upgrade Plan button on the left, you'll be taken to the subscription window. If you will get a subscription to this, I recommend starting with Plus. I think that basic model for $20 a month can handle pretty much anything that you will need to do for your basic tasks at work or at home. So here's our second model, Claude by Anthropic. Once you create an account and log in, you'll be greeted with this user interface. Very similar to what we saw in ChatGPT. We have our text window in the middle where we'll be doing most of our interaction with the model. Once you enter a statement, ask ChatGPT, you begin a conversation thread, and all of our conversations will appear here. What is the date today will appear right below it. Just like ChatGPT, you can share this conversation by clicking the share button and sharing the link. You can copy this to the clipboard, or you can copy and paste specific parts of the chat. The chat text window has a few other options I want to point out. Again, you have the plus button, which allows you to upload files. You can turn on a specific response style. This tells the model how you want it to respond. Do you want it to be very concise or formal? You can also create your own styles. And of course, you can choose different models. Now, once again, with the free option, we can only select the basic model, but if we upgrade to Pro, there's a few more models we have at our disposal. All of our chats are saved here on the left, as with ChatGPT, and they will be cataloged, and you can rename them or save them. You can also customize this tool as ChatGPT by going to your name and settings, and you can tell the model what you should be called, a little bit more about what you do, or how you prefer it to respond. Anthropic offers a number of different subscription plans. Again, this is the free plan. You can switch to the Pro plan, $17 a month, very similar to what you'll get with ChatGPT, but I would recommend playing with the free option before moving to any subscriptions. Our third tool for the day is Gemini by Google. After creating your account and logging in, you'll be greeted with this user interface window. Once again, there is a simple text box, which we will use for most of our interaction with the tool. And once again, it starts a discussion thread, which we can build on. So for example, we can ask, what is the date today? You'll see that we are simply continuing the conversation as before. If you like a response, you can highlight text, copy, paste, or you can simply click this share and export button and directly export your responses. You can also upload documents with the plus icon, or you can dictate your responses just as we did with ChatGPT. Gemini also has a canvas option. In canvas mode, instead of entering a response in the main conversation thread here, it will open a window that will look like a Google Documents window, and the response will be entered there. For example, let's say we need an icebreaker for 5 people. We can ask it to help us design one. Help us design an icebreaker for 5 people. And rather than putting the response in the conversation thread and then copying and pasting, it'll open it directly into what looks like a Google document. We can export it and we can edit the text as we would in any word editing software. All of our conversations are also saved. If you expand the side menu, you can find our conversation here, and there'll be a catalog of all of your conversations. Gemini also has something called gems. Gems are very much like the custom GPTs that we saw with ChatGPT. In this case, they have pre-made ones that help you brainstorming, play chess, or offer career advice. You can explore more of these with the Gem Manager at the bottom, and you can even create your own. And we'll explore these options in future videos if there is interest. If you go to the help icon down here and go to About Gemini Advanced, it will open up a small promotional window for Gemini Advanced, which is their subscription-based model. And you can have a look through all the options that are available. First month is for free at the moment. After that, it's $20 a month. Our fourth and final tool for today is Copilot by Microsoft. After creating your account and logging in, you'll be greeted with this user interface window. Very similar to what we saw before. We have a text box which we will use for most of our interactions. And once you begin a conversation, as with the previous tools, we build a thread. We can continue this conversation. What is the date today? And you'll see exactly as in the previous tools, we simply build on this conversation thread. If you like a response, you can copy and paste, or you can simply click this copy button to copy the entire response or share it with somebody. You can also upload documents with the plus icon, or you can turn on dictation mode and speak your questions, your requests, instead of typing them out. Copilot has a few other options. One is a home button, which will simply take you to a homepage where the AI will recommend things that you think you might be interested in terms of reading or things you might want to listen to. On the left here, our conversations are saved again, and you can go back to any previous conversation. You can also choose the response type. We're using quick response now. You can turn on think deeper, where the model slows down and thinks a little bit more before giving you a response. Copilot also has a labs option, which highlights some of the experimental tools that Microsoft is currently working on. If you click on your icon on the right, you can learn more about Copilot Pro. Currently, the first month is for free. After that, it's $20 a month. So The prices and the fees are comparable across all 4 of these tools. So there you go. Those are the 4 of the more common AI chatbots today. You really can't go wrong with any one of them. The interfaces are very similar looking. The responses are similar. I don't think that for basic day-to-day use there is a big difference, at least not today. For our purposes, the types of tips that we'll cover in this channel will work on any one of these. There are some differences, however. It's worth noting that ChatGPT is the most common tool today. Many people use it, which means there's a lot of guides out there. And it's great for many general tasks like brainstorming or editing documents. Claude is generally thought of as better for coding purposes. Many coders I know swear by Claude. And then Google's Gemini is great if you use a lot of Google Suite tools because Gemini is integrated into things like Google Docs or Google Sheets. Same is true for Microsoft's Copilot. Microsoft is integrating it into Microsoft Word, PowerPoint, Excel. So if you use a lot of those tools, it might be worthwhile exploring that. But overall, you really can't go wrong. So let me know in the comments which of these tools you prefer and you settled with. Is there a different chatbot we didn't discuss today that you prefer? Let us know why, and maybe we'll explore those in the future as well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.